Hey guys, what you're seeing here is a spicy explosion of flavor, and in this video we're going to show you how we made this delicious, spicy, cheesy thing that's just one of the most amazing things I've ever cooked. So we're starting here with a pan. It's already preheated and the oil is up to temperature. Oil is already hot, so nothing's going to stick, and watch this. There's going to be an actual explosion, kinda. Yeah, oil all over the place. That's because I didn't drain enough of the liquid from these sardines. So these are sardines. And do people really fry sardines? Yes, that is a thing. People fry sardines. In this case, I'm frying them, but we're going to make something a little bit different. So keep watching and see how we went from this to that thing you saw at the beginning. So first things first, we're going to make sure these fry for a good while. We want to make sure that these get, and I'm going to break those apart a little bit, but we're going to make sure that they get nice and crispy and toasty before we, they're going to change, the flavor is going to change, and we're basically, these are smoked sardines, so we're going to get some of that flavor extracted out into the oil, so it's going to mix together with the other ingredients that we add. But the key thing here is we mostly just want them to be crispy and get the right texture and right flavor. So we're going to make sure they cook the way we want them to in the oil, nice and crispy. Mixing them around, tilt it a little bit so we can get them cooking almost like as though we were deep frying them when we tilt it like that, and so they basically just sit there in that pulled up oil. But don't worry, we got some more stuff coming up in just a bit. But yeah, I'm basically trying to capture the whole process of cooking these, so it takes a little bit, not too long, but we got a little while to go just to get these cooked just right. And I'm trying to record the whole thing. I'm not going to cut away to another scene until after I get these all finished cooking and scooped out into a bowl, and then we're going to cut away to go to the table. So here we are, we're adding in our first egg, and we're just going to let it sit there and start cooking. Then the next egg, don't worry, we're going to make sure this all gets mixed in exactly the way we want it to. But there we go, we got 2 eggs in here, and before we even mix those in, we're going to be adding some cheese. Now this is the Dubliner. It's kind of similar to cheddar, but with a slightly different flavor. It's a hard cheese, and the one thing I would have done differently with this is I would have chopped those up in much smaller cubes, or ideally even shredded it so that it would mix in a lot easier. So it did eventually melt, but it took longer to melt than I would have expected. It all worked out because I think I cooked it for the ideal amount of time, and it did end up melting perfectly fine, and everything mixed together perfectly, exactly how I envisioned. But really, I feel like they took longer to melt than I expected. They really did. And normally they melt pretty well in like an air fryer or the microwave, but somehow when I'm frying them like this, they just want to stick together as one solid piece. Even though they're kind of getting hot and melting inside, they still just want to like stick together as one piece somehow. Anyways, here I am adding chili powder. So I'm going to add more chili powder later, but this is enough to get us started here. This is already enough to be pretty fairly spicy, depending on your tolerance to spiciness. This isn't like crazy, habanero level or above, but this isn't for like serious spicy food connoisseurs, but it's spicy enough. It's going to add lots and lots of spicy flavor and going to be absolutely delicious. What I had in mind, what I was kind of craving for when I made this, is I was thinking like I wanted a delicious, greasy, cheesy flavor, but I also wanted a really tasty, spicy flavor. I just wanted that combination, and I wanted to make use of some eggs and some sardines. I wanted to work those into the thing at the same time. So here we go. Here's our second bit of our second load of chili powder we're putting on there, and we're going to make sure to mix that in nice and good there. And look at that, you can see the color changing to a beautiful orange. Look at all the colors in there. We have red, we have orange, we have yellow, all different colors and tones. We got some earth tones in there too. It's just like absolutely, you can tell that has lots of flavor purely based on the color and the texture and everything. You can tell this is going to be delicious, and believe me, it was delicious. This came out really, really well. If you're wondering how I know that while I'm cooking this, it's because this is a voiceover. I'm doing a voiceover after having cooked this. I just recorded myself cooking. Now I'm doing the voiceover. But look at that. See, this is me just continuously stirring this, because the key thing, the last thing we want is for this to stick to the pan. But other than that, we also don't want it to, we don't want it getting burnt. And we do want the cheese to fully melt and to fully mix in. We want everything really mixed in really well with the cheese. We want it fully integrated, so it kind of like melts together into one solid piece. And then when we pour it out in the bowl, we're gonna let it cool down a little bit so it sort of solidifies and forms one thing. Still gonna be hot, still gonna be a little bit liquid, but it's gonna be more stuck together, and it's going to give us exactly what we want. But we don't want any one piece to be separate from the others. We want it to all blend together perfectly. We want all that flavor all blended together into one thing, and that's what we're getting here. So I mean, at this point the cheese is pretty well melted and pretty well mixed. Not too many solid chunks in there. It's pretty good, and it's we're just about right where we want to be. So we're almost ready to actually scoop this out into a bowl. Almost. And here we go. We're going to move our camera over here, and here's our bowl. And notice we have all that grease and oil splattered all over. That's going to be a mess to clean up later. But for now, we're going to scoop this out and try to get all the solid bits in here and leave most of that oil that we were cooking it in behind. Still, there's going to be plenty of grease and oil in this no matter what. Plenty of oil in there already. We don't need to get all that liquid stuff poured in there. So we're going to try to be as careful as we can, but we don't want to miss any solid pieces. We want to make sure we grab all of that stuff. Any bits of cheese, egg, fish, all of that stuff. Get it all. Get all that solid stuff out. Leave the liquid behind. And coming up here in just a sec, I'm going to get a quick close-up, and then we're going to cut away. So see, you can see here, it's in the bowl and it's still technically boiling a little bit. So it's pretty hot. So here we're cutting away to the table. I've let it sit for a few minutes. It's still plenty warm. It's cooled down enough that I can actually eat it without like burning my mouth. And yeah, see how it's sticking together as one solid piece. Doesn't look like it's supposed to be that way, but it's not cold. It's still hot at this point. It's just sticking together as one solid thing, exactly the way I wanted it to. And don't worry, the cheese is still stretchy. Now see this, it broke apart because I have so many different pieces of different things in there. You got the fish, you got the chili powder, so many different things. It's not stretching there, but you'll see there's some spots where you can see how the cheese actually stretches. It's plenty of stretchy, delicious cheese. I did not mess that part up. It came out perfect. So yeah, keep on watching. This is absolutely amazing. And while you're at it, leave a comment down below if letting me know does this look delicious? Does it look a little scary? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below letting me know. And might want to give me a thumbs up if you found this video interesting. But if you like watching videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our future videos. We're doing a lot of stuff like this, but not just stuff like this. We're also making sushi. We're cooking things at home, reviewing food products we pick up at the store, and we also go out to restaurants to try food. We're trying burgers, dumplings, noodles, tacos, sushi, all different stuff, eating at all different types of restaurants. So if you don't want to miss out on us eating outside and us trying to cook things at home, reviewing food products, basically, if you like food, you really want to subscribe to this channel. And look at this right here. Look at the cheese stretching in there. That's what I'm talking about. You still have that stretchiness property to the cheese, and it's absolutely delicious. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.